Doy progreso y gracia a la misericordia. This is Sanci Luis, and I'm doing a video today on las siete potencias africanas, or the 7 African powers. Now, you're gonna see, well, first of all, you're gonna see this picture over here, que this is la 21 División, which is pretty much Dominican voodoo. And over here, this cuadro right here, this is la siete potencia africana. Let's see if I can get it with no light shining on it. This is la potencia africana, siete potencia africana. Okay, get a closer image. Okay. Put that back there. That's a cuadro. You can see collares. These are collares that were prepared by my ahijado, Sancista Manuel, for a misa that we're doing in Sance. And these are for all that are, and I'm going to bless these and cleanse them and baptize them for all those who come to la misa espiritual. Here you see a maraca de las siete potencias. And over here is another maraca para los muertos. Maraca para los muertos. And then there's a campana. Una campanita. And again, these are los collares para la misa. Let me bring one closer. Sorry about that. This is one closer. And all those colors represent a emisario or muerto that is part of your cuadro espiritual. La siete potencia africana is similar to Puerto Rican Sance in what we call los siete poderes, or the siete jefes. A lot of people confuse la siete potencia as being orichas, when the image in fact is not orichas. Well, you'll notice they are saints, and each saint has a name of an oricha. Like here, you're going to see Ochun for la caridad del cobre. You're going to see Santa Bárbara as Chango, San Francisco as Orula, San Juan as Ogun. I think this is San Moisés el Negro as El Egua, La Mercedes as Obatala, y la Virgen de Regla as Yemayá. And then you have El Justo Juez as, well, the name's not there, but El Justo Juez as Olofi. A lot of people think that this represents, I'm trying to get that light out of there, but I guess it's coming from from the phone. But a lot of people think that these saints represent the orichas, when in fact they really do not. What they represent is a muerto, or an emisario, who comes down as a messenger, an emissary, who comes down for that certain misterio or oricha. So you'll have a emisario that comes down for, I guess, Ochun. And in Sance, that spirit would be like a matresa. Chango is another matresa, in Sance. But these are all muertos that are part of your cuadro espiritual. They're not, in fact, los orichas, which a lot of people think that these are the orichas. These are part of your cuadro espiritual. Emisarios, muertos or seres that come down as emissaries or messengers for these misterios. They are not the Orisha. A lot of people say, well, why 7? 7 has a very powerful significance in Sance, and not just in Sance, but in a lot of major religions around the world. The 7 days of the week, the 7 auras, the 7 auric layers, the 7 seas, it has a lot of, spiritual symbology that I'm not going to go into right now. A lot of people think that the 7 African powers originated in Cuban Santeria, when in fact it really did not. The 7 African powers are similar to Puerto Rican Los Siete Poderes, or the Siete Jefes. These originated in New York from what is known as the tradition of, Santerismo, Puerto Rican Santerismo, which is a blending of Cuban Ocha, Cuban Lucumí, with Puerto Rican Espiritismo Criollo. And as you know, in Espiritismo, los Espiritistas, they rarely mount orishas. Well, they never mount orishas. What they do mount are more muertos, seres, or spirits of the comisiones, and then sometimes los santos. In Sance, we mount mostly los Sance, el centinela, or an emisario that comes speaking, for that misterio. Okay. And over here you see dos palos. This one is para los 7 jefes, or las 7 potencias, the 7 powers, poderes, of your cuadro espiritual. And over here, this palo over here, I don't want to drop it, but this palo is a palo de muerto. It's not going to come out easily. This palo is a palo de muerto. And it represents all the muertos in your life, from the beginning of your soul. Today I'm Puerto Rican, but my ancestry, on my mother's side, she's German and Spanish. And my father's side is Taino. And there's gypsy blood in me, there's Celtic blood in me, I'm sure. And by Taino, there's Asian blood in me. There are the 3 major races, which is black, white, and Asian. Come the Latino people, the Latino race. So, I'm Puerto Rican today, but I don't know who I was in a past life. So all these colors represent, the ancestors of who I may have been in a past life. So pretty long bottle. These are just to honor those spirits, those ancestors whose names are known and unknown to us. While these, this bastón de los 7 potencias, or the 7 poderes, represent those spirits that we do know, that are our Sance, or what they call in Santería, the Ogún. In Espiritismo, los seres, los muertos. Like I said, a lot of people, think that the 7 African powers comes from Cuba. It really does not. And there's a book that it's an old book. It's my father's book, but it's titled Speaking with the Dead: Development of Afro-Latin religions amongst Puerto Ricans in the United States is the author's title. It's about Espiritismo Criollo, but let me open it 1 second. Sorry about that. But I'm not going to read this part, which is about the siete potencias africanas. But in the end, well, just for a second, you can pause it. But at the end, it says, there is no mention made of the 7 African powers in the anthropological literature of Santeria from Cuba. So the siete potencias, siete poderes, or siete jefes, is a Puerto Rican concept that began in Espiritismo and was later influenced with the Orishas to become the siete potencias africanas. And in Sance we have the siete jefes, which represent, like I said, the 7 auric layers that we have in our body, the 7 colors of the rainbow, the 7 days of the week. 7 is a big number. 3, 7, and 21. Okay, and again, this is just a short video. Well, I try to make them short, on the collares that I'm going to be giving, to those who attend la misa espiritual. And you can see that each color represents one of the jefes, or one of the emisarios of your cuadro espiritual. And then they also represent the 3 major groups, which is, la rada, o los espíritus de alta luz, los espíritus prietos, y los espíritus de agua dulce, los indios, which are also represented by the 3 primary colors, which is blue, red, and yellow. Okay, and again, each pattern has 7 beads to represent your 7 seres, or your 7 muertos, or your siete jefes, that are emisarios to the misterios, to los oricha, los loase. And each color represents a certain emisario that comes down for a certain misterio. Brown would be for, Legba. And you have white for los misterios de alta luz. Then you have the red for los petros, los negros. Blue for los indios. Green can be also used for los indios. Also the 3 primary colors, which again is blue, red, and yellow, represent the Holy Trinity. These are 3 primary colors, but also represent the 3 Holy Trinity, Padre, Hijo, y Espíritu Santo of heaven, Bon Dieu, Gran Sol, and Fa, but also represent the Holy Trinity of the earth, which are los Lebanes, lo Gede, y el Gran Boa. Again, this is a short video on las siete potencias. I'm signing out. Santo Sance. Fuerte abrazo. Sancista Luis.